Hi Roses, my name is Tianna and welcome to today's reading on the week ahead for air signs. That is if you have a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. If you do not but still feel called to this reading, please feel free to stick around. I am recording this for the week of March 1st. However, this is a timeless reading, so if at any point you come across this video, you can take it for your week ahead. If you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in more tarot content from me, you can find my Twitter at Tianna Rose Tarot, or use the link in the description box to book a personal reading with me. So today we have the card Sun, healing, energy, happiness, comfort, joy, and seeds, new ideas, hope, open-mindedness. So together, these cards both have beautiful energy. Even their imagery is similar, as we have a circle in the center with these other beautiful images around it, representing cycles, representing completion energy, completing those cycles, starting new cycles, everything along those lines. This is also a strong indication of kind of the spring energy that we are about to be entering into, rebirth, starting those new cycles. So both finishing old ones and bringing in something new, allowing ourselves to enjoy the warmth of the sun, both literally and metaphorically, kind of entering this place of finding hope, comfort, joy, happiness, and keeping an open mind. So there might be new ideas coming in, both things that you're hearing from others that you need to open your mind to, as well as ideas for your own growth and your own journey, things that you want to set out and take on as you continue through this year and through this week. And so as you enter this week, look for areas of both positivity, healing, and also hope. Areas that you might just notice the tiniest little sprouts coming in, but can still recognize that there is something powerful there that is only going to continue to grow. That is how plants work. That is how we work. This is not something where we just boom, it exists. Sometimes that can be the case, but oftentimes these are things that have been really happening under the surface as well. So this is the time when you're really going to start seeing all of the plans and everything you've been putting into place coming into existence and able to really enjoy this time. Let's see what else is happening this week. We have the card Nine of Cups. So your wishes are being fulfilled, things are coming to fruition, everything that you've been working so hard for is starting to show up. There might be times that you felt like giving up because you weren't seeing those things yet. And now is the reminder that you should never give up on those things because they are happening, even if they're not in your direct 3D life right now. This isn't to say that everything is going to be perfect yet or everything is going to be exactly how you envisioned it, but you are going to be calling in so much positivity in this week and in the next few weeks. And then continuing to put more seeds in place to bring that cycle more and more. And then we have the Six of Swords. So for some of you, as I said, this cycle might be ending and allowing you to move on to something new. So for some of you, this is an important time to reflect on what is working and what isn't, and recognizing that there might be some things that worked really well for you at one point, but are no longer right in your journey. And that is completely valid to then focus on something new. You are recognizing what things need to come to an end, allowing yourself to honor those experiences, and then setting your sails for something that is going to be aligned for you in this new chapter. We have the card Palm Tree. So along with these seeds that you might be planting, these could be things that you really want to set in place for a long-term goals having really strong foundations and security for yourself. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean all of the flashy things happening yet, but that growth is really going to come when you set your foundations, when you focus on kind of the more boring aspects, but the things that are going to allow stability and security in your life. This is not just about being from a scarcity mindset or anything like that. It's about making sure that you are prepared to the best of your ability and then letting yourself open up and just continue to grow from there. You don't have to have everything figured out. It's not about perfection here, but it is about grounding down before you can then grow upwards. So think about how that resonates for you and any areas in your life where you want to build a bit more stability, and recognizing that those things do take time and patience. We have the card Karmic Relationships. So for some of you in this upcoming week, there is a connection here that is this type of karmic energy. This is a kind of concept that can get thrown around a lot. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a karmic connection, but there might be some of that energy showing up within a connection with you and another person or a situation. It does not have to be romantic. This type of connection often is one that brings up a lot of triggers. This is somebody that maybe you can't quite get away from, but they do have something to teach you more so than being the type of connection that is going to really provide this long-term security. It is somebody that you are meant to learn these lessons from so that then you can continue forward. And so this might be a situation where you're recognizing that there's something here that you want to kind of let go of, and that it is time to move on to something else, because these triggers, this turmoil that has been showing up, possibly some resentment, is no longer serving you. And you may have learned these lessons and be ready to let something go. You might also not be there yet, and it might be a cycle that continues, and that is also valid, because these are times that can be really complicated to know what to do about them, and we can feel really drawn to people for a lot of different reasons. And so this might be a karmic connection, it might not be, but it is one that you need to let go of when you feel ready, or allow it to move into a new state, a new place where it can be more fulfilling for you, if that is what you are looking for. If you find a time that you're wanting more of this stability, this person either needs to be able to come with you in that and show you that consistently, or you may need to decide that for your own self, for your own goals, you want to let go of that so that you can bring in all of the things that you are really trying to bring in into your life. And lastly, we have the card Date. So for some of you, you are maybe letting somebody go, or you did let somebody go in the past. And this is time that is going to start showing up. I'm not saying that this will happen necessarily in this upcoming week, but you're going to continue to start seeing more indications of somebody new coming into your life. This could be somebody asking you on a date, asking for your phone number, somebody just showing you a smile or some eye contact, allowing you to kind of put yourself back out there. You might be deciding that it's time to put yourself back out there. So a lot of that energy showing up here for you guys this week. There is a more positive movement towards calling in a new cycle, calling in new things that you have been really excited about, and allowing things to come in that have been, kind of coming in for a while, and then also figuring out where you're going next. So enjoy the things that you've called in, enjoy the seeds that you've planted that are starting to bloom and to come into fruition, and let go of the things that are no longer serving you so that you have space for even more new, incredible opportunities. I hope this resonates, and I hope you have an incredible upcoming week, air signs.